I'm sure you've encountered this before where people on Instagram say, "Oh my God, I love your work," but then they don't buy and you're wondering what went wrong. I experienced this myself just the other day, and I wanted to share with you from my perspective as a buyer, but also as a business coach. Hi, I'm May, and I help makers, artists, and designers make a living from selling their handmade products online. Here's how you can go from loving something one day to hating it within 24 hours, and then of course, not wanting to buy it anymore. So a bit of story time so you can see how this happens to all of us all the time. And I promise there is a payoff at the end of this, so keep watching. So over the weekend, we found ourselves at the mall with some friends, and we were waiting in line to eat at Din Tai Fung. They're famous for their soup dumplings, and it was a 2-hour wait. Yes, I know the things I do for food. So to kill time, we walked around the mall and I stopped in a store called Aritzia. If you're familiar with it, they have extra small size clothing, which works perfect for a petite 5'1" lady like myself. And immediately, this beautiful camel coat catches my eye. It was a cocoon coat with some great stitching that gave it structure and made it look different from other boxy cocoon coats. I put it on, I went to the mirror, and I fell in love. So I look around for the price tag and I see, okay, it's $328, pricey, but that's the expected price for a wool coat. I took some selfies, I put the coat back because I like to sleep on it. And if I can't stop thinking about it for the next few days, then I'll buy it. Well, the next day, my husband, Peter, wanted to go to the mall again. So amazing, right? I couldn't stop thinking about the coat. I was ready to buy it. So I stopped in Aritzia again and put on the coat for good measure before coughing up a lot of money for it. And I was shocked. The same coat the day before that I loved had lost its spark, just like that. Why? Nothing about it changed. So what did? Turns out I was wearing a different outfit that didn't match the coat. When I loved it, I was wearing a rust-colored sweater with black jeans. I had a deeper brick red lipstick on. All of this matched the beautiful camel color of the coat. The next day, though, I wore a blue floral blouse with blue jeans and no makeup on, and it just didn't work. So I decided against buying the coat because it just wasn't a slam dunk, and then I came up with all the reasons why I shouldn't get the coat. Winters in Los Angeles weren't that cold to justify a wool coat. I wouldn't wear it that often. It wouldn't be easy to look good in it, blah, blah, blah. And I tell you this story not because I think you care about my mundane weekends, which is why I tried to tell it as fast as I could, but because this is a perfect example of how framing is everything when it comes to selling online. And why someone can say they love your work, but then not buy it the next day. So framing has several synonyms. To me, framing is the same as positioning or context. The framing and the context that you put your product in matters so much more than people think, and we just don't place enough focus on it. The most common scenario I see is products with a higher price tag on a website that doesn't look professional or trustworthy. The product may really be worth the price, but because the website looks not so good, it makes you not trust the product by association, and so customers don't buy. So often a high-priced product doesn't sell not because of its price tag, but because the framing, positioning, or context isn't congruent. Congruency, in other words, is how well everything matches or lines up. Just like how my outfit and my makeup weren't congruent or didn't match the coat, making me see it in a totally different light. So if you have a higher priced product, everything surrounding the product should also elicit the same feeling of a higher priced experience. The website, the branding, the photos, the customer service experience should all feel luxurious and exclusive, white glove and premium. Now the reverse is also true. Finding a product that's priced so cheaply in what feels like a very high-end store makes the alarm bells go off in your head, right? What's wrong with the product? Is it defective? These innocent questions are enough to make a customer walk away. They start to get confused or unsure about your product, and then they get distracted and leave your shop entirely without buying anything. One small thing that's out of place or incongruent in your business, is enough of a reason for someone to say they love your work and they're going to buy it one day, and then the next day completely change their mind and ghost you even after you message and follow up with them. Getting everything in your store congruent is a fix anyone can apply in their stores to increase sales instantly. So if you haven't done this yet, have a look at your store with an objective eye and see what you can do to get everything to match. It must all tell the same story, right? Now, if you do have trouble doing that, that's exactly why I'm hosting a free 5-day challenge that's starting really soon. It's called the Sell More, Work Less Challenge, and it's designed to help you spot what those incongruencies are in your business. And the more things we can line up in your business, the more sales you make and the easier it will feel making them. It's as simple as that. Every day, there will be a live interactive session with me. It will be fun, it will be filled with prizes, a free workbook, and easy to implement steps that you can apply into your business that same day. And it's totally free. So here's a link, and there's one in the description as well if you're interested. So go sign up now. So getting everything in your store congruent. Getting everything in your store congruent. We just said it was congruent.